As I mentioned in a previous video, an implication is not logically equivalent to its converse. But it is possible that both the implication and its converse are true. In this case, when both P implies Q and Q implies P are both true, we say that P and Q are logically equivalent, and we write P if and only if Q. And I'll write that up here, P if and only if Q. This is the biconditional that I mentioned in a previous video. Hey everyone, real quick, I just want to mention that this video is a part of a whole course that I made. You can find a link to this entire course in the description below, and make sure to click on that subscribe button. So here's an example. Given an integer n, it is true that n is even if and only if n squared is even. That is, if n is even, then n squared is even, as well as the converse. If n squared is even, then n is even. You can think of if and only if statements as having two parts. An implication involving the if part, and its converse, the only if part. Let's think a little bit about which part is which. Is P implies Q the if part or the only if part? Well, consider an example. Suppose it is true that I sing if and only if I'm in the shower. Okay, so we know this means both that if I sing, then I'm in the shower, and also the converse, that if I'm in the shower, then I sing. So let's P be this first part, I sing, and let's let Q be the statement, I'm in the shower. So P implies Q is the statement, if I sing, then I'm in the shower. Which part of the if and only if statement is this though? So if I sing, right now we're looking at if I sing, then I'm in the shower. Is that the if part or the only if part of this biconditional? What we're really asking for is the meaning of I sing if I'm in the shower and I sing only if I'm in the shower. When is the first one, the if part, false? Well, when I am in the shower but not singing. That is the same condition of being false as the statement if I'm in the shower, then I sing. So the if part is Q implies P. So this is the if part. On the other hand, to say I sing only if I'm in the shower is equivalent to saying if I sing, then I'm in the shower. So the only if part is the P implies Q. It's not terribly important to know which part is which, but this does illustrate something very, very important that you'll see throughout this course. There are many ways to state an implication. It's not always if this, then this. There are lots of phrasings we can use to mask a hidden implication. Anyways, thanks everyone, and I'll see you in the next lecture.